Hey, Caldwell. Jay, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm good, Al. How about you?
Good. We haven't talked since what we're calling here in the program, Bloody Thursday. How did Jay Caldwell take the news when he heard 40% of the Twins roster was traded out? See you later.
I mean, they pretty much just anybody that was in the bullpen that had any kind of success, they were gone. Carlos Correa, that one surprised me the most because that contract seemed like it was going to be difficult for them to unload unless they ate a bunch of the money, and then they did. Actually, ate $30 million, which I did not see coming.
Let me ask you this, Jay. Does someone lose their job when you go out to get a Correa and you say this guy's going to be worth this? I guarantee you, boss. He's on, and they go give them this massive contract that obviously was $30 million at least overbought, and we haven't been getting what we want from him. I mean, from what we thought he would be. How does an organization just say, well, we'll just have to eat that $30 million. Don't worry about it, Bob, when you brought me the idea. Is that possible?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I mean, it was just a few years into the contract.
Yep.
And they felt like it would be better for the organization to move on from him and give up $30 million. But I mean, Houston's still paying $70 million. So it's.
Well, I'm not saying Craig's a bad player, but my thought is, I love Bader, right? Another guy who leaves. Get Bader. Bader was making almost $5 million a year. For just the money we're kissing away to pay off Correa's contract, you can get 6 Baders. Really?
Yeah.
It's just.
Well, no, and he was, I think, a 1-year contract, right, Bader? So
he would have made more next year. My point is, we had him this year for 5.
Yeah.
And we're going to, just trying to put some money in perspective. It's just so. Well, and then, okay, let's say you're a Twins ticket holder. Do you have anything to say about this? You just put a AAA team in front of me. 9 AAA players came up. You're still paying your, goodness.
I know. When you see the amount of players that were called up on Friday, that's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that many at once get called up just to fill the roster out.
Yeah, I don't know that it's happened. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and some of those guys came here in trade, like Rodin and Bradley and Abel. So, I mean, they got some guys that have some major league ready ability, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's somewhat reminiscent of the teardown that we saw was in the early 2000s when you had players like Minkiewicz and Kadire and Koski and Rivas and Christian Guzman. Those guys all came up together, and they had some success. They won some division titles. I hope that this teardown will lead to that same kind of result.
If there's blame to be given, who do you blame on this? I get the idea Rocco is just like, what? You did what? Hello? So he's got to work with what he's got, and that's what he does. The poll ads are yelling and complaining, they're $400 million in the hole on this team. But that's at the same time they bought it for $44 million, and it's up for $1.5 billion. So you get my point. I'm having a hard time feeling really sorry for him.
Oh, no. I mean, certainly you can't feel bad for billionaire owners. I mean, they're doing this to make a little extra money before they sell the team, right? I mean, we know that they want to sell the team, and the expectation is they will before next season.
Well, and that's my point. So they bought it for $44 million. They're $400 in the hole. They will easily, owning this since '84, make $1 billion. And they're whining, I want to save some cash before the end of the year. Jay, it just doesn't sit well. I don't think most Minnesotans are thinking this is okay. Not in the least.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of pushback. And if they expect to see very many people show up to games between now and the end of the season, I think they're going to be surprised that it's just going to be difficult. And they weren't drawing very well anyway. And now you add this to it, and it's going to be more of a difficult sale. I mean, they might just start giving tickets away.
Well, yeah, and then they got the Twins, the TV contracts they've got to deal with. No one's going to be watching it. I've got a whole channel dedicated to it. I don't know who tunes in on the TV. So, I mean, I don't know how they resurrect this. I think the value of his team's going down fast and furious. Now, with the last 2 minutes, if I could. Too much. Go ahead. You were going to say something?
I was just going to say that, if they start winning next year, I mean, things will change, and that's. I mean,
Agreed.
we're not going to win this year, but yeah, all it takes is winning. But with this roster, it seems like we might be a little ways away from that.
Yeah, I completely agree. Now, quick with the last couple of minutes, I think it's overplayed. Almost every throw J.J. McCarthy's making at Vikings training camp, it's training camp for heaven's sake. Well, he's not making the low to intermediate throws, yada yada. I'm overanalyzed by it. I just want to get the Minnesota Vikings playing now. Even with all we just talked about the Twins, I need the Vikings to start playing.
Yeah, well, they start playing on Saturday, and the expectation is McCarthy's going to play a little bit, and then that's it. Then he won't play the other 2 preseason games is the expectation at this point. So it's a glimpse of football, but yeah, it's not the same as a month from now when they start playing games that count.
Okay, but let me ask you this real quick. Are you okay with the force feeding me having to get, and maybe I'm wrong on this, but like the Texans game, I'm not going to watch this preseason game. It's on NFL Network. So are the 2 across the pond games. You're going to have the NFL Network or an NFL Plus to see the Steelers and Browns game, and 2 weeks later, Prime Video to watch that one. Am I still going to get my Vikings on my local TV? Because if they're going to think I'm going to buy Prime Video or I'm going to go get NFL Network, I'm going to be steaming mad.
That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. And I think we're moving more toward the answer being to that question. They used to always cover that anytime things showed up on cable, but now we've got so many different streaming options that for it to show up on your basic TV package, I don't think I'm guessing that's probably not going to be the case.
Jay, I'm so old. I remember if the Vikings game was not sold out, like General Mills would buy the last 5,000 tickets and just hand them out so they would be on TV. I have always seen my Vikings on TV. This is a shift in my lifestyle that I'm not for.
Yeah. No, I don't think I think we're moving away from the way you liked it to be. So
yeah, that's wrong. It's wrong. I'm telling you it's wrong.
Yeah.
And besides that, you're going to make me get up at 8:30. I have to be up by 8:30, get up by 6 o'clock, start doing the ribs to be ready by 8:30 a.m. to then pay to have you watch it.
Yeah.
Not happening, my friend. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to draw a line somewhere. I don't know where it is, but I'm going to draw a line. That ain't happening.
And what is that going to do for people that are big Viking fans but also go to church every Sunday morning?
Thank you.
What do they do? Do you make a choice? Do you go Saturday night if that's offered? Sometimes it is. Sometimes
we got a Saturday night offer. I'll be going Saturday night, but that's just crazy. And then all this, Jay, I got 40 seconds. All this so that the German and the French guys or wherever this is in England, wherever they can watch it in prime time. Let them get up at 8:30. Put it on prime time here, and that's just so wrong.
Al, you're missing the key point here, and the key point is it's about the NFL making money.
Oh,
the more games that don't conflict with each other, the more money they can make, and the more markets they can get into, and other countries, the more money they can bring in, and they are bringing in some money.
CJ, that's why I have you on, because understand all this stuff. You put it out there, tease me off. Don't get me wrong, because now it's all about the money, isn't it? Like a couple billion a year isn't enough for you. Let's squeeze $90 out of Al for the NFL Network. Come on, squeeze it out of the orange.
Yeah,
it drives me nuts. Hey, I'm out of time, my friend. Appreciate you being here.
You got it. Thanks, Al.
Jay Caldwell, the voice on the Al Travis Show.